No, because they make a load of mess. Not now.
Sorry?
They make a load of mess.
They are crumbly. If I eat them open a thingy.
No.
Hey? No.
No biscuits.
No. Right, okay, so the game is Talisman. It's got all the expansions, right? Including the Dragon's Tower. And it says here that you are an adventurer on a quest to retrieve. My eyesight's really bad. You're on a quest to retrieve the fabled crown of command from its fearsome guardian, the Dragon King. Who's that geezer there? So you can become ruler of the land. On your journey, you will encounter powerful enemies, discover friends and magical objects, and meet strange beings. Finally, when you have gained sufficient power, you can confront the Dragon King in your bid to secure the crown of command, right? So, how you win the game. So the object of the game is to journey to the Wizard's Tower in the centre of the board, okay, and kill the Dragon King at the top, yeah? First of all, you've got to spend some time wandering around the land. Okay, so on the main board you'll see you've got an outer ring, you've got an inner ring, yeah, and then you've got the 4 realms on each corner. So you've got the mountain realm, which is here, you've got the forest realm, the dungeon realm, and then the city realm over there. And inside, in the middle, you've got the Dragon's Tower, okay? So you want to try and build up your character, okay, and then eventually travel to the centre of the ring to kill the Dragon King, okay? And it says here, as a hint, so you should need a strength or craft of 10 or more before you consider entering the Dragon's Tower. So if you look at your little character sheet, you'll see you've got strength, which is to do with combat and different things, and you've got craft, which is like your intelligence and stuff to do with casting spells. You've got 4 lives, and you've got experience points, and you'll be getting experience points, these things, throughout the game. You'll be able to trade 7 experience points in for different things, okay? So you've also got gold, right? Everyone starts with 1 gold. It tells you where you start on the board. I'm the barbarian, so I'll start in the forest. Julie's the Knights Templar, so you start in the chapel. And Lincoln is a dwarf in the crags, right? So everyone's got special abilities. Okay, so the barbarian starts with a battle axe and a helmet from the purchase deck. So I'll take those out now. Helmet. And a battle axe, if I can find it. La 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 la. A battle axe, right. Okay, and these, they give me. Can't read it.
Should I read it?
No. While you have the battle axe, you may add 1 to your score in any battle in which you use it. However, if you roll a 1 on the dice in the battle, the axe breaks and you must discard this card, right? And the helmet, it says if you lose a life in battle, roll a dice. Should be a die, shouldn't it? If you roll a 6, the helmet protects you and you do not lose a life. If you roll a 2, 3, 4 or 5, you lose a life as normal. If you roll a 1, the shield breaks and you must discard it, okay? Okay, and then also it says I don't need to roll dice in the forest, crags or chasm unless I wish to. If you choose to roll, you must accept the result. And thirdly, it says you may choose to go berserk in battle. If you do, you may add 2 to your dice roll for the battle. However, if you lose 2 lives instead of 1. Okay? And I'm also neutral. Did I mention that? So that's an alignment that tells you whether you're good, bad, or a bit in the middle. And that might change throughout the game. And it also gives you restrictions. So a good character may not be able to do certain things, or an evil character may not be able to use certain items and whatever. Okay? So Lincoln, if you tell us what you are.
I'm neutral.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, you tell us what your special abilities are.
My special abilities is, the first one is take a battle axe, helmet and armour from the purchase card deck at the start of the game.
A what? Battle axe, armour, and a helmet.
Yeah. And then the deck.
Battle axe, helmet, and armour. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got 3 items. So we know what the helmet does, we know what the battle axe does, and the armour says if you lose a life in battle, roll a die. If you roll a 4, 5 or 6, the armour protects you and you do not lose a life. If you roll a 2 or 3, you lose a life as normal, and if you roll a 1, the armour breaks and you must discard and lose a life. So that's your starting bits and pieces.
Number 2, you may add 1 to your die roll when in the cave.
Right.
And finally, number 3, you are not affected by the maze and the siren.
The what? The mage?
No,
what?
the maze and the siren.
The maze and the
So I'm
siren.
not
Okay.
affected.
That's in there then. Right, okay, so you have to remember that. Okay, and what are you? You're neutral.
Yep.
Okay.
Neutral alignment.
Alignment, yeah. Okay, so Julie, what are you? You're the Knights Templar, right? And tell us your special abilities.
Take a broadsword, helmet and armour from the purchase card deck at the start of the game.
Broadsword, calling Danny boy. What was it? A broadsword, helmet and armour? Helmet and armour, yeah, go on.
You may give the result of your first die roll and roll again when you pray. You must accept the result of the second dice roll.
Right. So that's when you go to the chapel, yeah? So we know what the armour and helmet does, and the broadsword, it says, while you have the broadsword, you may add 1 to your score in any battle in which you use it. However, if you roll a 1, it will break and you've got to discard it. So that's your starting goods. And what else did you get to do?
I'm good.
Yeah, is that that your only special ability?
Yeah.
Is it?
Mummy's only got 2, I got 3.
Right.
You got 3.
Okay.
Right?
Right. So everyone starts with 4 lives. Once you lose all your lives, you're dead. Okay, and then you have to randomly choose another character, and you come back in the game. But it'll be a bit of a setback, so try not to die. Okay. Your spells, right? So some characters start the game with spells, yeah, but I don't think any of us do actually.
Wait, let me check.
And the amount of spells that you can carry is all dependent on your craft, all right? So if you've got 1 or 2 craft, you can't have any spells, right? So I can't have any spells at the start. Lincoln, what's your craft?
Craft.
Is 2, right?
Yeah.
So you don't get any spells. And Julie,
3.
you get 3. So you could have a spell. If you've got 4 craft, you get 2 spells. 5 craft, you get 2 spells. And if you've got 6 or more, you get 3. Right? Okay. You can only ever have that many spells, and if during the game you acquire more spells, you've got to discard down to the maximum. Okay. The only other way to get rid of a spell is to cast it, obviously. So gold, objects, and followers. Okay. So you can have as many followers and as much gold as you like, but you can only ever carry 4 objects. Okay. And you'll know it's an object because it says object. Okay, so at the moment you've got 3 objects, I think, so you can only ever carry 1 more. Okay, you may choose which objects your character decides to keep, and there's no limit on the amount of gold, right? So if you want to dump an object, you can leave it in the space where you are. So if you suddenly decide that you come across something you want to keep, but you've got no slots for any objects, you can leave, say, your broadsword in the space where you are. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can dump gold and followers anytime you like, and they just put face up in the space. Okay. So this game is basically a roll and move game, yeah. So what you'll do, you roll the die, and then you'll choose whether to go left or right. Okay. Unless you're in one of the realms. Okay. In which case you'll roll one of the realm dice, and you'll do the same thing. This has got 1 to 6 on it. This has got different numbers, so it's got 2 1s, 2 2s, and the 3.
It's got
Okay.
4 on there.
Oh, was it? All right, 4, yeah. So you roll that, and then when you're in one of the realms, you move. Okay. You'll notice as well on the realms you've got these red lines. It means you can't move through those lines. Okay. If there's any on there. Okay. So on the forest and the city, there's red lines that you can't move through. Okay. All right. So what you'll do, you'll roll and move. Okay. And if you want to move into the inner space, okay, you can only cross via the toll bridge, right? Which is, where is it? Where's the toll bridge? You see it?
Toll bridge.
It's in the second edition. It was a sentinel that was there. Where's the toll bridge? I can't see.
Toll bridge.
I'm going blind. You may only cross between the inner and outer and inner regions via the toll bridge, or if a card space states that you may do so. Can you see where? Oh, here it is. It's around here. Toll bridge here. It's where the hills are, right?
Oh.
And it says you may cross to or from the middle to the middle region for the cost of 1 gold. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's how you get to you cross between these. If you wanna go into the Dragon's Tower, I'll tell you about that in a minute when we go through all these. Yeah. And there's obviously different ways to get into the forest and all the different realms, yeah? So the second thing you'll do is you'll have an encounter, okay? You can either encounter the space that you land in, right, and any adventure cards that are in the space where you are. If there's another character in there, you can encounter the player, okay? So if you encounter the space, you just follow the instructions on the space, or if there's adventure cards already there, you encounter them, and you'll see that each card has got a number on it, okay? So you will start with is it the lowest number? If there's another character inspiring, hang on. Hold on. Suppose one with follow the instructions on the card first, then follow the instructions on the card. Some instructions. Right. I don't know. If I find it. Okay, so encounter cards, yeah, an adventure card. You'll draw, if it asks you to draw an adventure card, then you'll draw one of these. You'll do what it says. If you're in the mountain space, you'll draw one of these. City space, you'll draw one of them. Dungeon and forest space, you'll draw them, yeah?
Where's the town one?
Town, here, city. Right.
Oh, what does the tower
That's for the Dragon's Tower, okay?
So then when you get onto that, you have to keep drawing them, and then you have to face different bosses and all that.
Yeah.
But so it's a bit like Mario Odyssey, where you've got where you actually go up the building.
I suppose so.
Or a bit like Luigi's Mansion, where this is like the mansion, and then you face different bosses on each floor.
Yeah.
And so imagine that's King Boo, and then you've got all the other bosses down there. So it's a bit like that.
Yeah. Okay, so these adventure cards will tell you what type it is, what action it is, order that you do it in, right? There we go, yeah. So if there's a card on it, the lowest number is tackled first and the next lowest, okay? So you might have an attack on there, in which case the creature attacks you. You might have something that tells you after you've resolved it, you might discard the card, or you can keep the card, or you can just leave it in the space, okay? So if you attack, what you'll do, you'll take your strength and then you roll a die, add it together, and then somebody else will roll for the monster, and whoever gets the high, if you get the highest result, then you kill the monster, and if not, then you lose a life, right?
Yeah, okay.
And if you lose or draw, your turn ends immediately. Any adventure cards that you have not yet encountered will be left in the space, okay? Battles between players are resolved in exactly the same way, except the winner of the combat can choose to take one object or one bag of gold from the loser, okay? So you've also got psychic combat, which uses your craft as well, and it's exactly the same, okay? Whenever you defeat an opponent in battle or psychic combat, you get a number of experience points counters equal to the opponent's strength or craft, right? They're the purple ones, and you put them on the experience thing, and you can trade them in for one, either a strength, a craft, a gold, or a life counter for every 7 experience points you get.
Can you add your life? So can you build up how many lives you got? So or is the maximum 4?
No, you can have some. That's the minimum.
So,
you can never go below that though. No.
So if you go like that, you can't build up. So if I've got 3, you couldn't build up your lives.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you
So how do you do that then?
Hey.
So how do you build up your lives?
Well, you can trade in experience points.
So
You can trade in experience points for lives if you want to. Okay.
So you can choose.
Hang on.
But
It says bonuses to strength and craft the game from cards. Blah blah blah. What did it say here? Lives is dead. When you gain or lose counters or cards, they are added or removed from the character card as appropriate. With certain audits. Right. It said something here about.
The dragon's like this.
Right.
It's a bit like it's gonna. It looks like it's gonna bite. It's like it's bursting for like water, isn't it?
I'm sure it said something about your strength can never go below its first thing. So yeah, so they can never drop below their starting level. Okay, so they can go up, but they can never go down below. They can go down, but they can never go below what's on the card, right? Okay, so if you turned into a toad, you must take a toad card and put it on your character sheet. Okay, and then you'll take one of these and you'll place it underneath your character. If you're dead, you're dead, and then we'll cover that when it dies, when you die. Okay, and then talisman is the most important rule is don't worry about that.
And you.
I mean me, if I die, I get a minus 5 strength. The highest in the game actually. That's actually my character.
Okay, you have to remember you must be in possession of a talisman, one of these cards, before you can pass in through the portal of power. Okay?
It's a talisman.
These cards, talisman. You have to get one of these. You can't go into the wizard's tower or the dragon's tower without getting a talisman first. Okay? So the way in here, remember we said that the toll bridge is the way into the inner region. Well, the causeway is the way into the dragon's tower, right? Okay? Right. So, City of Adventure. So, red line. City of Adventure could do it. Number of spaces on the city that allow you to buy stuff. Okay? So, you need gold to buy stuff. In the city, it's also possible to get special titles by landing on certain spaces. Okay? So, you'll take the card if you're given the title. Right, and then as soon as somebody else lands on that space or takes the title, then you have to give it up, okay? So if you enter any building spaces on the city board, you must stop moving even if you have some spaces of movement left. Okay, so the following spaces on the city board are building spaces: Doctor's Surgery, Armoury and Chancellor's, High Temple, Horse Market, the Palace, Alchemist, Wizard's Guild and Pawnbrokers. Okay. However, it says in the city, normally you're not allowed to change direction, so you can't say if I rolled a 3, I can't go 1, 2, 3, so you can't go back on yourself. But in the city, right, there's 2 squares in the city, the Wharf and the Guild Street, where you may reverse direction if you want to. Okay?
So you can only do that
on the Wharf or the Guild Street, yeah.
So Guild Street would be near me.
So you can change direction.
So say if I was over here, I could go 1, 2, 3 like that if I wanted to.
Right. Okay, so how do you get into the realms, it says?
Realms?
Right. So the city connects to the city gate space and the forest connects to the forest space. What's that saying? The forest connects to at the forest space on the talisman board.
I'm going to
tavern.
Here. So you have to, if you're here, you can go here. Right? Right? And this one goes to the crags.
Yeah.
And this one says that it says to the, what does it say, to the city gate.
Yeah,
so you go there. Gates. And that one says, where'd you enter here? To the ruins. here.
Yeah, to the
right?
ruins.
So that's how you get in and out. Okay.
So I could easily go to there, all the way to there, and then all I could do is just walk all the way.
Yeah.
up
When
to
you
there.
go into a
That's
realm,
where I want to go.
when you enter a realm, or you come out of it, your movement ends. All right.
There, how many movements have you got?
You roll the dice.
Oh, so if I had 6, I could pick as much as I wanted to. That's what I
Okay, so the Dragon's Tower, you got to go to the causeway. As soon as you enter the tower, you'll move ends. Okay. And we'll read the rest of that once somebody goes into the Dragon's Tower. All right.
Okay.
So the player who owns the game goes first, and then
So
you go
who's gonna be
clockwise.
there?
Me,
Why can't we just roll the dice? Whoever gets the highest
because
goes
it
first.
says in the rules. Right. So there's a 5. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the woods, and it says draw 1 adventure card. Okay. What we got? A demon. Craft 10. What?
I'm going to get blasted.
I'm going to get. Oh, no.
Destroyed. I think that's bad up for the first guy.
Yeah. Well, I got a demon.
10 far.
What?
He's got 2.
Oh, that's 10.
Yeah. So it attacks, right? The creature shown on the card attacks you. Right. Okay.
I've got 2 far.
I know. So I'm going to roll dice. Add 2. So that's 5. Got no chance. So I think I lose a life, don't I?
That's rather quick.
Turn ends. Card is
He
over
wouldn't
there.
have been able to beat him anyway, because if he had rolled 6, it would have been 8. I mean 9. So he wouldn't have been able to beat him anyway. It would be 1 life.
Battles are between. That's really hard. Note that if you lose or draw, your turn ends immediately. Any adventure cards that you have not yet encountered will be left in the space to be encountered by the next player. Battles between players.
That's luck, isn't it? Picking a demon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, does that go away or does it stay there? Note that if you lose or draw, your turn ends immediately. Any adventure cards that you have not yet encountered will be left in the space, guarded by whatever it was that you were fighting. To be encountered by the next player landing on the space.
Oh, so if someone else lands on it, they have to fight it.
I don't know.
Is that right? So you have to leave it in the space where you are, and then the next person to go into that space has to fight him. Is that right?
Characters of neither is harmed and your turn ends. No, if you lose or draw, turn ends immediately. Any adventure cards you've not yet encountered will be left in the space, guarded by whatever it was that you were fighting to be encountered by the next player. Alright, so I suppose he stays there, do they? I guess.
Yeah, and whoever goes into that space has to fight him. Wait, just don't forget anyone with a clue. Oh, my space. Oh, me. It's me.
No, 1 dice each.
Oh, 1 dice?
Oh.
Oh, so I roll.
Mhm.
Do I roll?
Yep.
2.
Which way?
Where are you going to go?
There, can I go to here?
You've got to move 2.
Yeah.
You're in the woods.
1, 2.
What's it say?
It says draw 1 adventure card. Adventure card. Let's see what I get. It's giant lizard. Strength 3.
Giant lizard.
I've got full strength. Monster 2. Attack. So there's 2 of them.
So what you got?
Giant lizard, his strength's 3, and monster 2, attack, and he attacks. So there's basically 2 of them. Does that mean there's 2 of them?
Strength of 3, monster 2, attack.
Look.
So there's 2 monsters, is that right?
No, it's his strength of 3.
No, it's just a giant lizard. Strength of 3. Right, so roll a die.
Okay.
Add your strength.
7.
Right, and then he's got 3 plus 3 is 6, so he's dead. Okay, and you get 3 experience.
Ooh, 3 experience. Bullseye.
And he's discarded.
Beating you.
Oh yeah. Oh what? I forgot I got this stuff, didn't I?
Yeah. I could use the armour actually.
Yeah, I could have done that. Forgot all about that.
Can't take back now.
No, I know.
All goes over.
You'll go.
Hmm?
You'll go. When I roll.
Oh, God.
You have to go to there or there. Which one? Fields or hills? So the fields or hills.
Fields. What's it say?
It says draw 1 adventure card. Oh, imp.
Imp.
You got to kill an imp.
Imp.
What does it say?
You meet a grumpy imp.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Grumpy imp.
You meet a grumpy imp who slaps you with a teleport spell to make you go away. Roll a dice to determine where he teleports you to. 1 equals crags, 2 equals forest, 3 tavern, 4 ruins, 5 hidden valley, or 6 cursed glade. Event 1 discard.
2 crags.
3
Where are you going?
tavern.
To the tavern.
Tavern. Tavern, 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 tavern.
Do you have to read it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you do.
Rolling dice. You get
It says roll a
blind.
dice 1. You get blind drunk. Miss a turn 2 to 3.
You
Hang
gamble.
on, miss a turn 2 to 3. You gamble and lose 1 gold or 1 life. 4 to 5. You gamble and win 1 gold. 6. The boatman offers to ferry you.
I don't
to
think
the
you
temple
don't
as
encounter that
you
space because you've already had an encounter, haven't you?
No.
Yeah, you only get one encounter. Imp. Right, so see if I can do better this time. 5.
Where's an imp? Where's an imp?
It's like a goblin type thing, isn't it?
Oh,
The crags. What does that say? Roll a die. Have I got anything that helps me out? The crags. That's you, isn't it? Roll a die. Cock die. 1.
1.
Attacked by a spirit with a craft of 4. What?
You've got craft of 2. You
Yeah.
have to get 6. They can,
3.
can I roll for their
Yeah,
evil?
roll for the thing.
3.
3 plus lose another life. What's going on?
Daddy's getting destroyed.
Why is it? I'm getting. Oh, hang on.
No, if Daddy loses, he's gonna.
Helmet. Hang on, a helmet. Roll a die. If you roll the helmet protects you and you do not lose a life. I'm going to try that. If you roll a 6, no. If you roll a... Yeah, I'll lose a life as normal. Right, thinking it's your go.
Can I go? A 6. Can I go 1, 2? Do I have to go through there? Do I have to go through there?
No, through the city gates to there.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3.
You've got to stop. What does it say?
It says draw 1 city card.
Okay.
Please say it's good. Please say it's good. If you lose the craft 5
What is it?
via elemental.
Oh,
If you lose the elemental, will destroy 1 object that you are carrying as well as closing you a life. As well as costing you a life. Spirit 3 attack.
let's have a look.
So I've got craft 5.
Right. So you got to roll dice and add your craft. 3 plus 2. Right. So mummy, you need to roll a 1. 3. So you lose a life, and he also destroys one of your objects.
What, me?
Yeah. Lose a life. Which object are you going to get rid of?
Let me read this.
It's really tough. I think I'm going to die.
So I'm going to do this one, but it says, if you lose a life in a battle, roll a dice. If you roll a 4, 5, or 6, the armour protects you.
Right,
You
you
do
want to get
not
rid of
lose
that
a
one?
life.
Okay, so you're going to get rid of your armour.
Wait, no, wait.
Right, mummy can have her go while you're
Wait.
deciding then. 2.
That's probably the worst one. You have to roll a 6 for it to protect you.
1, 2. To the ruins.
The ruins.
Dungeon entrance.
You know, you go 1. Where were you there? 1, 2. So you have to be in the ruins.
Oh, okay.
So what does it say? Draw an adventure card.
Draw 2 adventure cards.
Oh.
It might be a bit dangerous.
Let's see
Mercenary.
what it says.
Oh no, they're good.
Is there numbers on the bottom?
Follower 5. Yeah.
What's the other one?
It's a porter.
What numbers?
Follower 5.
Yeah, but what are the numbers on the bottom?
5.
Both. Well, you can encounter them in any order then.
Mercenary. The mercenary will add 3 to your strength in battle. If you first pay him 1 gold, you must pay him 1 gold for each battle he fights.
Right.
Porter. The porter will carry up to 4 objects for you. If you lose the porter, you lose any objects that he was carrying.
So you can take those. You can have as many followers as you want. Just have a look at that. Let's have a look at the other one, the first one that you had.
Mercenary.
Yeah.
I think you better take both, Mummy. It's probably the best idea.
Yeah, you can have as many followers as you like. Yeah. So you can keep them.
Both.
Yeah.
Take both of them.
That's quite good.
It's best if you take both.
Right, my go. See if I can survive. 1. And what does it say? Draw 1 adventure card. Okay.
If it's bad, is it
Oh,
bad?
what? That's a wolf. No, it's not too bad. A strength of 1.
Oh.
Okay.
You got struck for full?
Yeah.
I'll go for
9.
the wolf.
I don't think you can win.
Nah.
So the wolf
I
is
just rolled
dead.
it. 3.
And I get 1 experience point. That's good, isn't it? What?
I got 3. Mummy's got none.
Right, Lincoln, it's your go.
Can you put that over?
What's that for?
Just leave
So
it there
what's
because
life?
you might get it back.
Oh,
It's alright, go on.
3. 1. No, wait. Can I go 1, 2, 3 if I want?
Can't go through the red walls, can you?
No.
What's that shield there? Can you not get in there then? It's got
Yeah.
red walls. You've got to go through the shield. 1, 2.
What does it say about the armoury?
Says you may buy any of the following objects. Arrows is 1 gold. Bow is 2 gold. Sword is 2 gold. Battle axe 2 gold. Great axe 3 gold. Helmet 2 gold. Shield 3 gold. Armour 4 gold.
Just go through the shield then to get in there.
Yes, so.
Because there's no other way
Oh
of
yeah,
getting in.
you can't go in through the doctor's surgery or the enchantress.
But you have to go through the shield.
Yeah, so, yeah.
So you can go 1, 2, I suppose, can't you?
Yeah, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, wait.
Okay.
An arrow, then I need a bomb. No, wait. I need to read the others. Palace.
Where you going?
Wait.
Chop chop.
I'm just trying to read the palace one. This one. It says you may apply for the post of sheriff. Roll a dice and add your strength. 1 to 5 equals beaten up for wasting time.
Yeah.
Lose 1 life. 6 to 9. Reject 10 or more. Appointed sheriff. Take the sheriff card.
Is that where you're going to go?
So I have to roll 2 dice.
Well, you going there? You haven't gone there yet?
Do I have to roll two dice then?
No, 1 die on it.
How'd you get
No, but then I have to get a 6, so I have to roll 2 dice.
What? How many dice does it say to roll?
Didn't say anything.
Well, it should do. Read it. What does it say?
I've just read it.
Read it again.
This is roll a dice.
Right. Okay. So you're going to go
And
there?
add.
Your strength. You're going to go there.
Right.
Right.
So the die roll plus your strength
Yeah.
is the number die.
Right, I'm going to go 1, 2.
Okay. So
Draw
what
1
does it say?
60 cards.
Okay.
I saw that. Oh, what you got?
What does it say? It's a fight.
A beggar.
A what?
Oh,
Beggar.
A beggar.
Oh.
A beggar.
A beggar.
Beggar.
A beggar pesters you for gold. If you give him 1 gold, Roll a dice. 1 fall, nothing happens. 5 to 6, the burger is the king and in disguise looking for a person to be his champion. Take the king's champion card. Okay? So have to roll a dice.
You got to give him a gold, don't you?
No, the burger pushes you for gold. If you give him 1 gold, roll a dice.
Oh, you're going to give him a gold or not?
What happens if I don't?
Nothing.
Nothing happens. I'm not.
Not going to do it?
No.
Okay. Beggar.
Beggar.
Right, Mummy's go.
Beggar, you'll listen to straight.
3. You're going into the dungeon. You've got to stop when you go in there.
Dave, what are these cards?
Draw
That's
1
just
dungeon
titles.
card.
Oh, titles. Draw 1 title.
Ooh, chest.
Ooh.
If you try to open the chest, you must roll lower than your craft on 1 dice. If you fail, you are jabbed by a poison needle and lose a life. If you succeed, you find 3 gold and discard the card.
I think you need to do
Nice.
it.
Can I have a go?
Yeah,
That's it.
have a go.
Your craft is 3.
Have a
You need
go.
1 or 2.
Have a go. Have a
But
go.
when you-
Have a go.
It's right in front of you there, look, on the board.
Just have a go. Have a go.
1.
What? What's that give you then? 3
Good at
gold?
rolling rubbish number.
If that gives you how much gold does it give you?
Hang on. If you try to open the chest, you must roll lower than the roof die. You are jabbed. If you succeed, you find 3 gold and
Yeah.
discard the card.
Okay.
How much gold? Give me that gold. I'm going to try and defeat
Right.
me now.
Right.
3.
Give me that gold.
Right.
I need that.
1, 2. So it's the foothills. Draw 1 mounting card. The Dwarf Rune Master. If you have a sword, the Rune Master will take it and convert it into a rune sword for 2 gold. Discard the sword and gold. Right, so I've got to leave this in the space. Have I got a sword? I haven't got a sword. No.
Would you say you needed 10 of what?
Well, 10 strength and 10 craft, really.
I like to go in there.
Yeah, we don't have to, but they recommend that you do. Well,
Go one with them.
yeah, I know.
Whoa, whoa. 2.
Okay.
Again.
Just pick a space and go with it. Doesn't really matter.
That one looks a bit bad. So how much I just
The wharf, yeah, well, I don't know.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Wizards
Guild.
Guild. You may apply to become the High Mage. Roll a dice and add to your craft 1 to 5. Turn into a toad for 3 turns for wasting time. 6 to 9 rejects. 10 or more appointed High Mage. Take the High Mage card.
Right, so you're going to do?
Have to get 6 or else I'm turned into a toad.
Yeah.
But what happens if you turn into a toad?
You have to go. Wait for a prince to come and kiss you.
Yeah. So what are you going to do?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Not going to do it. Right, okay.
No, I don't want to risk it. I'm not risking it.
What does it actually say? It says you may. Right, okay.
Oh,
5,
right.
that's lucky.
Oh, no, sorry, you've got to roll the round die, haven't you? That's what you've got to do. And you. And me.
Oh,
Yeah, it don't matter now. But, right. Yeah, you come on then.
should I roll it? Should I roll
No,
it?
no, don't need to worry. Right, so you can move up to 4. Well, you've got to move 4 spaces.
1, 2, 3, 4. Corridor. Draw 1 dungeon card.
Mm-hmm.
Snake pit.
Yeah.
To cross a snake pit safely, you must roll under your strength on the dice. If you fail, you must lose a life or a follower.
Okay.
Strength of 3.
Mm-hmm.
place that's got 6.
So what you got to do? Roll your strength or lower or higher.
Yeah, to cross the pit safely, you must roll under your strength on the on 1 dice.
Okay.
If you fail, you must lose a life or a follower. So is it this dice? 3.
Under your strength.
Strength of 3.
So it's not under your strength, is it? So you lose a life or a follower. It's up to you.
There's a porter then.
Okie doke.
Is it best to keep them up if they've been discarded?
Don't know.
You might end up taking one things, mightn't you?
Yeah. 3.
Roll 1.
Oh yeah. 1.
I look like a toad anyway, don't I? So, Mummy, don't I look like a toad? A black toad, though.
Oh, have I gone in the wrong way?
Probably. Moving.
Oh, it don't matter. I still would have moved 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's got a wall barrier.
I think you've got to go.
Yeah, it wouldn't. I was there. I went 1. Where did I
I
go?
don't think you can cross those things, can you?
No, but it would have. I was there anyway, so it would have maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter.
So I'm going to go 1. So it's the ravine. Draw a mountain card. It says it's a ruby. And I get to keep it. It says you may exchange the ruby for 4 gold counters on the city gate space. That's an object. So, right, go on, Ellen, because you'll go.
Okay. 3.
Okay.
Oh, 1. Wait. Where should I go?
You can either go
You have to
here.
go up and.
You can either go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. George. 2 city cards. 1, 2. I've got a horse. If you have the horse, you may roll 2 dice for movement and use highest roll. If you decide to roll 2 dice, you must use the dice with the highest score for your movement.
What was it? Is it an object or a follower? What does it say?
Just as a horse. Oh, it's a follower.
Right, so you get to
I
keep the
can
horse.
keep it.
Yep.
And then lost. You have made a wrong turn and must miss your next turn asking for directions. Event 1, discard. So can I discard it if I wanted?
It's got to be discarded, yeah.
Yes.
So you don't get a go next time because you're lost. All right.
4.
4.
That is on the book.
I think I want to get out of this dungeon. Don't look too.
I think you might well go to the
1, 2,
forest.
3, 4.
The dungeon doesn't.
Draw 1 dungeon card. Get out there. Dog. The dog will fight in your place if you want. He has a strength of 2 and a craft of 1. He will not add his score to yours if you fight. If he wins, you do not gain any experience. If he loses, you must discard this card. 5. Keep it. Got a keep on it.
Okay.
Where do I put it?
Is it safe? Is it a follower?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
on the way. It always says it on the left side.
3. Oh, rolling the wrong die. 1. The Ridgeway. Draw a mountain card. Oh, what? It says the Howl of the Wendigo.
Wendigo?
Yeah.
Can I see the picture?
Howl of the Wendigo. So it says, it is said, oh, got something in my eye. It is said, he who bears the knowledge of the Wendigo will be dead before the morning. If you lose a battle or a psychic combat either this turn or the next, instead of losing just one life, your character is killed. No saving rolls allowed. What? So if I lose a battle in this round or the next, I'm dead. That's not good, is it? Go on then.
I miss.
Oh yeah.
You miss a go?
Yeah.
Do I still roll the green if
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to come out?
Yeah. You have to stop on the ruins, don't you? But you might as well just come out, and because you're going to stop there. So
No point rolling
not
dice.
really, no.
No, roll it just
What's the ruins say?
It would have been 2.
Draw
1, 2.
2 adventure cards.
So you have to encounter them in order of the number, the lowest number first at the bottom there.
The lowest number
Yeah.
I've got to do first.
Yeah.
Blizzard. A blizzard envelops the land. For 2 rounds, all players on the Talisman board,
Right.
but not those in the realms or realms or wizards tower, may only move 1 space a turn.
How many turns?
1 space. a
How many
turn.
turns? For the next, how many turns?
2.
Doesn't say. A blizzard envelops the land for 2 rounds. All players on the Talisman board, but not those in the realms or wizards tower, may only move 1 space a turn.
Okay.
So that's not us.
No, 2 turns for mummy then. She can only move 1 space. Okay.
So what happens to that one now?
It just gets just discard, doesn't it?
Yeah, the stars.
Don't do
Discard it.
nothing then.
Yeah, you can only move 1 space for the next 2 turns. Well, the next turn. Okay.
Oh, what? I only move 1
Anyone
space.
that's on this board
Yeah,
can only move
just
1
me.
space.
Oh, it's me then.
Right.
Oh, hang on, I've got my other one.
Oh. Okay. Go on.
Gold coins. Discard this card and take 1 gold counter. It's an object.
Right.
5.
Yeah. Get rid of those.
Do I not keep
No,
it?
because it
It's an
says
object card.
discard, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to the other one?
Oh, no. It's not your go. Oh, no.
What happened to the other one, the blizzard?
I gave it to you.
Did you? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. 1. The mountain pass. Roll 1 die. 1 equals blizzard, miss a turn. 2 equals brigands, strength 6. Don't want that, do I?
No, you definitely don't want number 2.
Demand all of your gold. Pay up or fight them. 3 to 5, nothing happens. 6, you find a hidden pass that leads straight to Karak Doom. Move there immediately.
What can I do?
It's probably on there somewhere here.
No, I thought it might have been around there.
Don't
so
give me
it's
those
Doom.
brigands. Number 1,
You missed a
a
turn.
blizzard. Oh, what? Right, you'll go, Lincoln.
Hello.
Yeah.
1. I was hoping I didn't have to do this, but
What's that?
it's either that one or that one.
We can go into the
Horse
palace.
market.
We can
Or
go.
the jail, whichever.
You
I'll
can't,
read a bit.
you can't go into the jail.
You can, because look.
No,
go through
you can
there.
only go there unless if you're sent there.
Okay, I probably don't want to go with him then. Nah. I'm going to
To the palace.
wait, no. North side.
Right.
City guard.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gold coins. Discard this card and take 1 gold counter.
Okay.
Discard it.
There you go.
I'm saving my money up so I can get loads of these. 'Cause that's what I want.
What's that?
It says
Gold.
you may buy any of the following. Otherwise 1 gold, but
Oh my god.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can,
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
move 1 space.
Planes.
Draw an adventure card.
Planes. Draw 1, yeah. Oh. Discard this card and take 1 gold income.
that's basically the same as my one.
What? I'm getting stitched up here.
Wait a second.
I can't move, so Lincoln
If-
shall go.
Oh yeah. 1 again.
Is that a city card?
Yeah.
No coin.
Festival!
Right.
Whee! The streets are crowded with people, and all the shops are shut. Remove all stranger cards in the city. For one round, any player in the city may only move one space and may not use the move to enter a shop.
Right. So you can only move one space and you can't go into any shops.
Got it?
Okay. Right. Mummy's
Well, I
going.
can't.
You can only move one space.
So I can't go into any of these.
No, that's it. No. It was the last turn, wasn't it? The last round.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, but it includes the one where you drew it. Yeah. Yeah.
No, so that means Mummy only should have moved there.
No, it's all right. Go on then. 5.
1, 2, 3.
You might as well go to the
You've got-
forest.
Oh, where was I? There.
You got to stop.
Path. Draw 1 forest card.
Forest. Where's a forest card?
Timber.
That's right, Mummy's got All right.
A huge tree crashes to the ground. Roll a dice for yourself and each follower. Your character will lose a life on a roll of 1 or 2, while a follower is crushed by the tree and must be discarded on a roll of 1 or 2.
No, show it
do
up
I
to the camera. Show it up to the camera.
All right.
Roll dice.
Show it up to the camera.
Right. Roll a dice for yourself and each of your followers.
What's the numbers?
So a roll of 1 or 2. If your character will lose a life on a roll of 1 or 2, while a follower will be crushed by a tree on a roll of 1 or 2. So you don't want a 1 or a 2.
4.
Okay, and what about your followers?
It's me.
Right, that's all right. Survived. Survived. Right.
Mummy survived.
4.
Oh.
I'll roll that. 2. 1, 2. The mountain. Draw a mountain card. So I survived the Wendigo, didn't I?
Yeah.
Or
Mhm.
did I survive it?
Did you?
You did, didn't you?
It's a mountain card, right? The battle, either this turn or the next.
And you have to do it this turn. You didn't do the
Oh,
battle
yeah.
last time. did
Strength
you?
3, I've got to fight an orc.
I can't see the York.
It's like you when you get up. Strength of 3. Right, let's do this. So I need a high number, don't I? I don't want to lose a life or I'm dead. 6, 10. So he can't win. So he goes away.
Dad, you're supposed to roll with this dice.
No. 2. So I've
Yeah.
got 1, 2, 3, 4 experience.
I haven't fought anyone yet.
Yeah, have you fighted the dog?
Fought.
Remember?
No.
Fought the dog. You?
No, he's my follower. Someone
Oh. I've only got one for the line.
Right, Lincoln, it is your go.
My God. Do I still roll with this one?
If you're in the realms, yeah.
They remind me of little gnome hats.
What do? Oh, them, yeah, yeah.
Colours.
Oh, you can only move one space, remember, can't you? Because of the festival or whatever it was.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, well. Which way are you going? And you can't go in any shops.
I have to go there.
Okay.
One city guard. What's it?
What is it?
Madman. Co-op sheriff.
Was it?
I'm dead.
What does it say?
Strength 6.
What?
This co-op obstacle demands 2 goals. You can pay up for a fight battle. If you fight the battle and lose, you lose a life and you are thrown in jail.
It's corrupt.
Look.
The jail.
Let's have a look. What does it say?
I'm giving him my jail.
Go on and give it.
goals.
You're giving him his
This
gold.
Yeah, so
Corrupt.
then I don't need
This
to fight
corrupt
him.
official demands 2 gold. You can pay up or fight a battle. If you fight a battle and lose, you lose a life and are thrown into jail.
So what's he got? Strength of what? 6.
Can I read the jail in case I get
I
fined?
wouldn't go in there if I were you.
I've got to pay your gold.
Pay your gold, 2 gold.
I'm lucky I've got 2 gold as well.
Lucky you.
Oh, I could use my armour maybe, but
2.
don't want to risk it.
Clearing. Draw 1 forest card.
Forest card.
Wow,
Did I
6.
draw the mountain?
What is it?
Spirit 3.
Hmm.
Forest elemental.
Okay.
Looks good, yeah.
Just got to fight it, have you?
I don't say nothing. It just says craft 6,
Right.
spirit 3, attack.
So you've got to fight it with your craft then. So you've got 3 craft, eh?
I'm not going to craft.
But,
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Just put
see.
it on top of that.
excuse me, you've got to fight it. So roll a die. And add your craft.
6,
Plus,
9.
right. And he's got a craft of 6. 6, 12. So you lose a life.
That's strength.
Yeah. He stays in that space.
No,
until
it's
he's-
life.
What?
Lives.
What?
Yeah, life.
Not
You lose a
strength.
life, yeah.
Oh.
Right. 5.
Fine.
Keep doing that.
Daddy, how about we do? I take the dice.
The
Then
ravine.
you can only go that one.
Draw 2 mountain
Makes
cards.
sense. I'll take
Right.
Daddy's dice.
So I'm gonna, it says gold coins. Discard this card and take a gold doodah thingamajig.
You down. Thingamajig.
Oh. Just check because I've just noticed that these got 1 and 3 on it, and 5. Just make sure that you've got.
dunno.
Oh, I just gave him 5. I mean 10.
No, you didn't because you didn't have them. They're all 1 at the moment.
No, it
quite a
had
few
5 in
fives
my
there.
one.
You,
I had 5 in
you
my
haven't
one.
got 5 gold, Lincoln.
Alright,
Yeah, I
I've
used to when I gave him my.
got 2 gold, didn't I? Because I picked up 2 things.
Yeah, they're all
I
ones.
should have started off at 5, shouldn't I? And I've got 3 gold, so I've got 6 gold extra.
Why?
I don't know. You just noticed they
No,
got
you've got
different.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You
Yeah.
started off with 5. I received 3,
Yeah.
didn't I?
5.
And then I picked up
No,
2.
you start with 1.
No, we all started with 5.
No, you start
Oh.
with 1. They're all 1.
I
So keep the
thought- I
5
said
and get rid of the
mine-
rest.
Mine started with 5.
No, you didn't. Start with 1.
Yeah?
Yeah, that would have been right. I had 10 extra.
No, they're all worth 1. So to keep
I've
the
got a 3 here.
no, that's a yeah. I know, but they're 1s. All right. So they just keep the 5 and give me the rest.
What?
Keep the 5 and give me the rest because I just realised that they've got the numbers on them. So they're at the moment they're only worth 1. Give me the rest and keep the 5 because you got 5 gold, haven't you?
Yeah, but I gained 5 from my things, from my cards.
Yeah, that's these.
Yeah. That's
What?
got 5 on it.
Yeah, I know, but we
That's
gave you that to you
sensible.
by mistake. It should have been 1,
Oh,
shouldn't it? Yeah.
you'll go. Whose go is it? You'll go and mine? It was either you'll go and my go.
No, I should start with 6. If
Why?
I started with 1, I gained 3 gold,
Yeah.
and then I gained another 2 gold, so I should have 6.
Right. Okay.
So
Right.
whose go is it?
Have you got another card there? That's my go, isn't it? Right, so I've done that, and then it says, potion of flight. You may drink, and so small. You may drink this potion instead of rolling the dice for movement. Discard this potion you've used. The potion allows you to move to any space in the same region. So I can keep that. I can have up to 4 objects, can't I? Okay, Lincoln shall go.
Dice. Yes, I got 4.
4. Where are you going?
So if I go 1, 2, 3, or could I just go 1? You have to go to
You got to
that.
go through.
1, 2, no. Where was I? I was here, wasn't I?
No, you
No, I was here.
That's the square that lets you go to the city gates.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You've got to stop there and count at the city gates, okay?
You may buy the following at the market: water bottle 1 gold, sword 2 gold, bow and arrow 2 gold,
You've got no money, have you?
No.
Otherwise I would be able to boil an arrow, so then I could just shoot it up to the dragon. And I'd go.
You got a corrupt sheriff, though, haven't you?
Corrupt sheriff? Where? No.
Mummy, it's your go.
Look at the horse.
2.
The horse. If you can see
What happens to that then?
It stays there because you haven't destroyed it.
2.
Horse. I got the horse.
Do I have to stay there to destroy it then? You beat me, didn't you?
Which way did you go? Down there. So you got to go up here like that. Yeah.
Do I have to destroy it then?
No, it just stays there until it's destroyed. So you're going to go 1, 2. The cops. Draw
How
4.
do you know if you've destroyed it then?
Because you kill it.
Yeah, but how do you know how much damage you've done to
It doesn't. You don't do damage. You just have to beat it in a battle and it goes away.
Oh,
Okay.
was it 2? What was it?
1 forest card.
Tree man. Strength of 6.
Yep.
Monster 2. Attack.
Okay. Strength of 6. Okay. So you're going to roll your die then and add your strength.
No, I rolled the wrong dice.
Oh, did you?
I rolled the actual one. Should I roll it or
No,
not?
these are for the battles. Daddy, these are for the battles.
You're a forest card, so you would have got that anyway.
Daddy, remember, these are for when you fight.
Yeah.
So I'm just keeping your one so you don't roll it.
So
10.
strength of 6, right? You roll your die. What's your strength? 3.
3.
So you need a high
I
number,
could
don't you?
have added 3 to my dice roll. I'll do that this time. 5.
So it's 8. 5 is right. So you lose a life.
Yeah, but can I use my mercenary, my follower?
What does it say?
Mercenary will add 3 to your strength in battle if you first pay him 1 gold.
Okay. Give him a gold then. So that gives you 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you win. So he is dead. And you will get 6 experience.
6.
Yeah.
6.
6.
6. 6.
So that's a big one and a small one, which is the big one's a 5, right?
6.
6.
4.
6.
6.
Draw a mountain card, and we've got Hidden Chasm.
They show the camera.
Hidden Chasm.
Let's see, because I can't see it from the camera.
It says if you have a mule, a horse, and a cart, or porter, they fall down the snow-covered chasm and are lost to the discard pile along with any objects they were carrying. Luckily, I don't have anything. Oh, you'll go. No, not that one. Back on the main board now.
Oh.
Oh,
So I want 1. 6, 6, 6, 6.
2. Which way are you going to go?
Can I go through here if I wanted to?
No, don't do that. You can only go up on there.
Oh.
You're not strong enough anyway. Oh yeah.
1, 2. Here, draw 1 adventure card. Please.
Adventure.
Say.
What you got? What you got? What is it?
Jester.
Jester, right? What does it say?
And it says, the annoying jester gets in your way during combat. You must decut 1 from your dice roll in battle or check. It's PSYCHIC.
So that.
Third one, I think it is.
Right, so you got to keep him. It's an event. You may not ditch the jester, and you must keep him as a follower. However, the jester will stagger off to the discard pile if you visit the tavern. Okay.
Where's the tavern?
It's over there, look.
Yeah.
Like have a cookie.
No, because you'll make a mess. They crumble, don't they? He will.
Can I
Right.
always take
No.
a bowl?
So you must deduct 1 from your dice roll in battle or psychic combat, as long as you have the jester with you. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Mummy, it's your go.
2.
2.
This
Woodland,
way.
isn't it?
1, 2. Draw a forest card.
Scroll. You may read the scroll at any time. When you do, it crumbles into dust, but you gain 1 spell.
Okay.
Scroll.
That's
One
an object.
spell.
Yeah. How many objects have you got?
Purchase.
Then you can only have 4
You have
objects,
to
can't
get
you?
one
Only got
spell,
one
so
object.
does Chloe have to gain the spell card?
Well, do you want to use the scroll and get a spell?
You may read.
I got one.
Hang on.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, so you've got to get rid of the scroll.
I'll get rid of it straight away.
Rain wave.
Right, what does your spell do?
It's a brainwave. You may cast a spell at any time. It increases your craft by your starting craft for the remainder of the turn when it is cast.
Right. Okay. So you cast that spell to get another
Okay.
3 craft.
You might as well.
Okay. Right. 2. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, you can have a spell, can't you? So we can't. So
It says, oh,
1, 2. So the glacier. Draw 1 mountain card.
Daddy,
This isn't going very well. What?
where do you go to gain strength?
Dunno.
That's where I want to know because I've only got 4 strength.
You may exchange the
Oh, that's-
emerald for 3 gold at the city gates. You only have 4 objects, huh?
City gates.
You may drink this potion instead of rolling dice for movement. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of that one. Right, okay.
Medal.
Yep.
Lucky dice.
4. Where are you going?
Do I have to move 4 spaces?
Yep.
okay, take you to the tavern.
Oh, 1, 2. No, otherwise I have to stop there, don't I? Because I go 1, 2, 3, 4 if I wanted to. Where should I go?
Don't know, just choose a direction. Which way are you going?
Do I have a water bottle? I don't
No.
do I. I want to just move to the graveyard, but
Go on
I can't because it's only 1 space.
Did you have something about the tavern on your card?
then. Yeah, the jester. Can you ditch the jester or something?
Can we go diagonal?
No.
That's I'll go.
How'd you get rid of the jester?
I don't know.
Have you got the jester?
Yeah, yeah,
Let's have a look.
he's there.
What does your horse do?
It's follow a 5. If you have a horse, you may roll 2 dice for movement.
There you go. Why don't you do that then?
I've just. Oh, so
Roll
I
4. Roll another one. Roll 1.
That's 4.
Right, so you can move 8 spaces.
8 spaces.
Yeah, but what is it? What does the horse say? Let's
You
have a
go
look.
into the
But
tavern.
it says if you have a horse, you may roll 2 dice for movement and use the highest roll.
Ah.
If you decided to roll 2 dice, you must use the dice with the highest score for
Okay,
the
so
movement.
the-
So they're basically the same.
Yeah, so
So
If you go to the tavern,
would
you
it be
get rid of
8,
the
wouldn't
jester.
it?
Hmm?
Would it be 8?
no, it'd be 4.
Oh.
Which way are you
If
going?
you go to the tavern, the jester
Hmm.
just walks off.
Tavern 1, 2.
Go to the tavern. It's your best bet, isn't it?
I don't have enough.
Well, move towards it. That's it. Right, so you can get rid of the jester.
Just
For starters. What's
then
it?
what do I do? It says roll the dice. You get blind drunk.
1, you get blind drunk,
Roll the die.
miss a turn. 2
Roll
to
the
3, you gamble and lose 1 gold or 1 life. 4 to 5, you gamble and win 1 gold. 6, the
4 to
boatman
5.
offers to ferry you to the temple as your next move.
Where's
Done.
the temple?
Don't go to the temple yet.
Where is the temple?
It's there. It's on the inner ring. You're not strong enough.
I don't know.
Oh no. 3.
3.
2 to 3, you gamble and lose 1 gold or 1 life.
Lose a life.
But that many gold,
Yeah.
I wish I had gold.
Right, Mummy's go.
That's what my worst is
Where
about.
am I?
So can you make your own dragon?
2 is a cock die.
A dense forest. Draw 3 forest cards. What?
Yeah, don't mean that they're going to be
No.
good. Was it the lowest number?
I think they're all...
Yeah. Or if it's the same, you can choose which one you have.
Just do them all.
Yep.
Willow wisps. These evil creatures lure you into great danger. Draw an extra 3 adventure cards from the deck used on the main board and encounter them along with any cards remaining in this space. Event.
Yep. So you've got to encounter them as well.
What do I do first? These first.
Well, have a look at the adventure cards, see what numbers there are. And then you do the
1 and
lowest
2
first.
cards.
A 1.
1. Trapdoor.
Yep.
A trapdoor opens beneath your feet. You may attempt to avoid the trap by rolling under your craft on 2 dice.
2
If you
dice.
fail to make the roll or decide not to try, then you land in a vault space in the dungeon.
You've got to try it. You have to get
Alright.
1. You have to get 1 each. You've got to try it.
2 dice, and you've got to get 2.
1.
1 or a 2.
No, Mummy has to get 1. 1
Or
for
2.
each dice because she's only got 3.
It's going to be impossible.
You need a 1 or a 2. Oh yeah, you can't get 2, can you? No. So you, what's that to say then? Weapons? Trapdoor. What happens?
If you fail to make the roll or decide not to try, then you land in the vault space in the dungeon.
Dungeon, where is the
Where
dungeon?
the
So
dungeon-
give me those cards that you got in your hand.
These
Yep.
ones.
They go, and the ones that you didn't encounter. Right. So they go in this space here.
Where's the dungeon?
There.
Where?
There.
Here.
No, the vault space. There should be a vault space in a dungeon. Right.
Daddy, I'm going to stay down here till I've got my strength
Do I get
up
rid of that then?
to like 7
Yeah.
or
Does
something.
it say discard? Yeah.
Daddy, where would you like think to get like the strength?
I don't know. 4.
I'd probably think to go into the High Temple or something. Guild Street.
I could have upped my craft, couldn't I, by 3?
Snowstorm. A huge storm blows up in the mountains. All players in this region must miss their next turn. In addition, each player in the region who fails to roll under their craft on 1 die must lose a life. And then I look at, yeah, and it's him as well. Ah. What's my craft? 2. Is this, what? This is insane. You fail to roll under their craft. So I've got to roll a 1. Lose another life. Nightmare. Right. I think it's time to get out of the mountains, don't you?
Oh, I've got out of the dungeon, now I'm back in it again.
Yeah, I think I need to go to the city gates to sell these things. Right, let's all go.
Back. Where should I go now?
Well, wherever you want, go to.
But I have to roll 2 dice, is that right? Yeah, I can roll 2 dice for this.
Sorry?
For that.
Roll
I've got
2
a
dice
horse.
and you take the higher one.
First one's 4. 5, so I have to move 5 spaces.
feels that way.
I don't know. We could also one. Would that be one? Would it?
One.
No, one,
Oh, one.
One. 2, 3.
There. No,
5.
you can't do that.
No, I can.
No, you can't because you're going through a wall.
Where?
One.
Where's the wall?
Can't go. You can't go from the tavern
No,
to the
tavern.
ruins.
I was on the tavern.
Ruins. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Right, you've got to stop there. And you
No,
can
I got 5.
No, you've got to stop and you can counter that space there.
Dungeon
So-
entrance. Draw 1 dungeon card.
Where's the dungeons? Oh, up there.
Dun, dun, dun.
Can you say it's lucky?
No.
Giant beetle, monster 2, strength 6, and
Right,
I've got 4.
look. We got a giant beetle.
Wait a second.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna use this.
Armour.
Yeah, armor. If you lose a life in the battle, roll a dice. If you roll 4, 5, or 6, the armor protects you.
Right.
You do not lose a life.
You can use your battle axe as well, can't you?
Battle axe. While you have the battle axe, you may add 1 score in any battle in the roll to use it. However, if you roll a 1 on the dice in the battle, the axe breaks and you must discard the
Okay,
card.
right.
So,
So
can I use both? for
yeah,
one?
yeah. Roll the die
So
then.
how many?
Don't worry about it.
dice?
Roll the die. Roll it and add your strength.
1.
Right. So it's
Right.
5 plus 1 is 6. And you roll it. Oh, your battle axe breaks, so you've got to discard that.
Wait a second. Does it say if you roll a 1 on the dice? It's only if you roll a 1 on the dice.
Which you've just done.
Yeah,
Oh.
All right. And then what
Okay,
does
that
the
was
armour
good.
say?
So
you didn't put it
if
on.
you roll a 2 or 3, you use a life as normal. If you roll a 1, that armor breaks. You must discard it and use
Roll,
it.
roll the die again then.
I'm dead.
Roll the die again.
Right. Oh! So I have to roll 4, 5, 6. Yes!
Right.
Protects me.
So what did you get in the end then? You got 5, 6.
No! Wait! Off you, yeah. It
Right.
protects me.
So the beetle is 1.
Right. So I beat him, is that right?
No.
Oh no.
So you have to lose a life.
I'm on 1.
Yep.
If I die, I'm definitely taking out
You
mine.
put that purchase card back on the pole.
Purchase.
Yeah.
Discarded it.
What, this one?
Yeah.
No, because it says if you're on a 1, that armor breaks
the
and you
one
must
that-
discard
No,
it.
they just go back on the deck.
I'm taking that horse. That horse I'm keeping.
You got to take a horse into the dungeon.
Yeah. Horse my
Draw a dungeon card.
dungeon.
Oh, Phantom Hound.
Something tells me that going in there too early is quite tough, isn't it?
Craft of 4. Spirit 3. But I can up my craft.
Oh yeah.
I can increase it by 3.
You've got to discard that thing though.
What? Yeah, that's right.
No, it's too late.
Do 'em. You can stand up. Sweetheart. I can increase it. I'll increase it by 3.
Okay.
Four.
You what?
I've got 1 life.
I
Okay.
can
So,
increase my craft by 3.
okay. So if you roll your die,
Everyone's got 1 life apart from money.
you've got to discard this. Yeah, it's a spell, isn't it?
2,
Okay.
8.
8. So he needs to roll.
Wait, can I
It's
roll
got a
it?
4. It's 8.
Can I roll it?
No. So that's equal. And in battles, if you lose or draw, your turn ends. Neither side is harmed. I think these do stay on the space if they're not defeated, don't they? Right. think I'm going to come out of this place now. It's too dangerous. Crags. Roll a die. Ugh. Attacked by a spirit with a craft 4. I think I'm going to die.
Should I roll the dice for you?
What can I do? What can I do?
Not got any armour
No,
on.
yeah, no, use.
Yeah,
If you use.
helmet. Shh.
You use the helmet and the.
Yeah, I'm going
I said axe.
to use the helmet and the battle axe. So
I'll roll for the spirit.
I've got 7 plus 1 is 8.
Should I roll for the spirit?
Hang on. Okay, go on then.
6.
Believe it.
Did you just die?
If I lose a life in battle, roll a die. If I roll a 6, the helmet protects you and you do not lose a life. If you roll a 4, no. Oh, I'm going to die. I'm dead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dead. I don't believe it. I'm dead.
Don't pick.
Daddy would just pick whatever one he wants.
Give me the things.
Don't pick what I want. When
You're
I
not
die.
dead yet.
You're not
Yeah,
dead.
but if I'll eat up and please don't pick. If you get the one that I want,
The Skaven.
strength 3, craft 3, life 4. That's not very good, is it, Daddy?
No, it's not good at all.
I want the Minotaur, mate.
So what happens when you're dead?
I bet you want the Minotaur.
He's dead. Remove all your plan pieces and board. Put any objects, followers of gold one. So alright, so I inherit all that. Strength of 3. Craft of 3. 4 lives. Go on then, can you take your go?
Okay, so I need to roll the green dice. No, wait, how many green dice? Because I've got the horse. So I get to roll 2 green dice, is that right? 2 green dice.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I've got the horse, so I can roll 2,
Yeah, but
and it's the
yeah,
highest.
but you're not out.
No, but I can still use it, so.
Can you roll 2 dice?
3.
Can you?
1, so I just move
Hang
3.
on.
So I rolled a 3 before
Oh,
1.
just wait.
So I need to roll.
Oh,
Can he roll 2 dice when he's in there in the dungeon?
Because if not, I rolled.
oh I don't need to roll the dice in the crags. I shouldn't have done that. So I'm not dead.
Ooh.
Silly me. That'll do. Go on, carry on.
Okay, so I got 3.
Can he roll 2 dice when he's in the
Because if not, I rolled a 3
Ruins.
first.
he's got a horse?
Because I rolled a 3 first before the 1. So
I don't know.
it would have been 3 anyway. So
Don't
I'll
think you
just
can
move
roll a
3.
die in the use a horse in the dungeon, can you?
no, because I rolled a 3. I rolled a 3 before
No,
I rolled a 1.
I don't think so.
I'm honest.
I
I
don't
rolled a
think so.
3 before the 1.
I don't think you can take
Just
a die into the
roll.
dungeon.
Okay, I'll roll again. Wait, no, it hit that. So.
Then can you stop cheating?
Okay, 1.
What did you roll first of all?
I rolled. What before I
The
rolled?
first roll that you did. What did you roll?
What with the horse?
No. Yeah. No. What did you roll? What was your first roll?
Right, just start again. Roll.
What was your?
Just roll. 2.
Right. Let me
Okay.
do.
No, yeah, it's you.
1, 2.
Corridor. Draw a dungeon card.
Please say it's good. Please say it's good. Oh, I don't have enough strength.
What is it?
I'm gonna die.
What is it?
If I die, strength 8, monster 2, attack, bronze dragon.
Have a look.
No, wait, let me show you that. Hello.
Bronze dragons. Have a look. Oh dear. So what have you got to do? It's really hard, isn't it? So what you got to do? You got strength of 4.
Yeah.
You can use your armour, right?
Armor. I rolled a 5, 4, 5, or 6. The armor protects you. You do not lose your life.
Okay. Right. So you roll your die then.
Where's that one? The white one. 4, 5, or 6. If I,
Right,
if
just
I
roll the
ignore
die
it,
first
I'll
and then add your strength.
6!
Right, so you got 10. Right, so the dragon. 12. Now you need to roll a die and see if your armour protects you. You need a 4, 5 or 6.
Yes.
Right, so you're alright. Right, so that stays there.
I'm just getting so lucky. Dave, do you have to shuffle them when you die?
Hmm?
Do you have to shuffle their cards when you die?
My
Oh,
God.
because I really wanted the Minotaur.
Oh God, what a rubbish throw. Your one dungeon card.
I'm going to do me and Mummy.
Magic mirror.
You
You look into the mirror and it shatters. That's no surprise there.
No,
Yep.
no surprise.
But you gain 1 spell.
Okay.
One spell. Reflection. Oh, it's a reflection and it's mirror.
Quite good, isn't it?
You may cast this spell any time that one
Wait, maybe
player
they're
attempts to
magic.
cast a spell
Wait,
on
maybe
you.
they're magic.
Turns the
So
spell
they
back
change.
on the player who cast it.
Okay.
So that's you, Mummy. So
On my go. 4.
oh, that's good.
Right, I'm going to finally get rid of this ruby and this emerald.
Ruby.
Yeah. I can exchange it for 3 gold and 4 gold, so we'll get rid of that. Alright, so 7 gold, isn't it?
Mummy, can I encounter you if I wanted to? And destroy you if I wanted to, please? Can I try?
I don't know.
Okie doke.
I'm going to try.
And what's it say?
What would you do that
Read that to me.
Which one?
The city gates of where I am.
City gates. You may buy the following at market: water bottle, 1 gold; sword, 2 gold; bow and arrows, 2 gold; quiver, 2 gold; shield, 3 gold; armor, 4 gold.
I'm going to buy a water bottle.
No, you sure?
Yeah.
You could always do a bow and arrow for 2 gold. That would probably be 2 bow and arrows in case it breaks. I'll go for that.
Water bottle. While you have the water bottle in your possession, you do not lose a life in the desert.
What, so how many water bottles are there?
Don't know.
Don't tell me there's just 1.
Right, you'll go.
I'll go. Okay. Lower the dice. Oh! 1, 2.
You got past me.
Do I have to?
1, 2,
I want to
3,
encounter
4.
Mummy.
Can't.
Wait, no.
You can't do
Can't
that.
do that.
Go for the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Do you want to encounter that one?
Phantom Hound.
You sure? I wouldn't do that if I were you. Go the other
That's
way.
the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait.
The cavern.
As I say,
it says dual dungeon card. Gold coins! Discard this card and take 1 gold counter. Yippee! 1 gold. I'm not taking out gold for me.
right,
I
finally.
want to defeat the dragon.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Eva.
Wendigo.
You
Eager Beaver.
1.
1.
Can you encounter me, please?
No, I'm not encountering you.
Well, I'm going to
Get out.
encounter you.
Spell ring. Take the top card from the spell deck and place it with this card. This spell does not count against the number of spells you may have. When you use the spell, both it and the ring vanish to the discard pile.
So it just gives you an extra spell.
What a spell! Displacement. It's like something else.
It does actually, doesn't it?
What was that? What was that? No,
You may
displacement.
cast this spell at any time in the course of your turn. It allows you to remove any face-up adventure card from the board and place it in any space in the same region that is not occupied by another player.
Right.
Okay.
Right, my go. 1.
That's not very good, is it?
Let's
You have
go.
to go to
Go to the...
No, go to the armory.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to go to the
No,
plains.
but then you can get.
Card.
No.
Oh no, but then you can go into the desert, can't you?
The
And
princess. If you return the princess to the castle, her grateful father will reward you with 3 gold and order of the royal doctor to heal up to 2 of your lives for free. Discard
But you
the
have to get
princess
into
when
there.
you reveal her. Where's the castle?
Here. But the
No, it's
castle,
not
the castle, the castle. The castle. No, that's the village.
What are you looking for?
The castle here.
Oh.
Ugh. It's no good, is it? Well, I suppose I could. Yeah.
Can you go in there?
Yeah, but I'd have to go up through the toll bridge and then risk. Because here it says draw 3 adventure cards. The Black Knight. You must either discard 1 gold or is it worth it? Dangerous. Right, go on then.
You might as well, it's worth it. Right, where's my green dice? I only need 1.
Don't say right.
1. Oh, what does it, wait, what does it say first?
That's treasure chamber.
What does it say first before I move?
You must step here and fight the Lord of Darkness. Strength of 6. If you win, you may take a talisman and 2 gold. Win or lose in your next turn, you exit the dungeon on the causeway space and may move normally from there. If you kill the Lord of Darkness, then the next player to the land here will find that a new Lord of Darkness has taken his place.
Yeah, don't do that. You'll end up in
No.
the causeway. There's like
Oh,
something in the ring there.
Draw a dungeon card.
Okay.
Sliding walls.
Mhm.
This is not good. The ceiling and walls start to close in on you. Roll 2 dice if the score is less than equal to your strength. You hold the walls apart, and I'll say if you roll higher than your strength, you lose 1 life.
Ah, you could die. Yeah.
I could 2 dice, which these one to get less than 4. Less than 4. I'm dead.
You're dead. Okay.
You want the Minotaur?
Yeah, I want the Minotaur. Give me the Minotaur.
I want the Minotaur.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get the Minotaur. 5 strength. 5 strength.
Minotaur.
I was hoping for that. It's definitely in there.
You hid it in there.
There it is.
Yes,
that
I
one?
got the Minotaur.
Who's that one then?
Minotaur. I'll keep that. Yes. I keep that 1 gold, don't I? So then 5 strength, 2 craft, no experience, and 4 lives. Then can you find me one of those
What do you
green
want?
ones?
I'll
I need
see
one.
the dwarf figure there. Yeah.
Oh, look at him, mate.
Does the Minotaur got to go there?
No, go starts on his space now. Yeah.
What's he starting with?
And he starts at
Cracks.
Crags. Just like I started last time.
And what else does it say?
He says, special abilities. 1. You do not
Yes, I
have
just
to
did
roll
that.
a dice in the crags. If you choose to do so, you must accept the results.
Does it start with anything?
No.
So you keep your armour, great, and all that stuff, right?
You are not affected by the maze or the siren. You may not wear a helmet.
Mm.
And that's because
Because he's got horns.
Yeah, that's only because he's got the horns.
Yeah.
Is it my
Right,
phone?
mummy's go.
So that would protect him.
3.
3.
1, 2, 3.
5 strength. I'm not-
Goblin. Strength of 2. Monster 2.
Okay. So if you roll for you,
This woke die.
yeah,
Goblins?
3.
plus,
6. Oh, strength is it? 3, 6.
and anything else you want to use? Sword?
Yeah, use my broadsword. While you have the broadsword, you may add 1 to your score in any battle in which you use it. However, if you roll a 1 on the dice in the battle, the sword breaks.
Right, so
Can I roll for the goblin?
no. What have you got then?
Oh.
So that's 7.
7.
Go on then, you roll for the goblin.
If I get 5.
5.
You're dead. Is it?
What'd you get?
Dead?
7. Strength of 2.
So he's got 7. Right, so it's a tie. So he stays in the space.
No, you might have got 6.
No,
And
plus
goblin.
1 for the sword. Right, pop it in that space there then.
What am I putting in?
The goblin card there.
Ooh. I thought my was going to die
Right.
there. Not die, but
5. Maybe 5 that way.
it'll be fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The tavern.
What does it say?
Roll a dice. 1, you get
I'm going to say
blind drunk.
Right.
Miss a turn.
6.
6. 6. The boatman offers to ferry you to the temple as your next move.
Where's the temple then? Oh, it's
What's
there.
the temple say?
Yeah. Roll a dice. 1 to 3. Enslaved as a heretic. Heretic. Stay here until you roll a 4.
No,
5,
you're right. I don't want to
6.
do that. I'll do.
You got to get sent to the thingy, don't you?
Yeah,
Roll a
because
6.
you rolled a 6.
Yeah, it says I can. It offers to ferry me there. I don't want to do it.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay. Lincoln, you'll go.
Offers to ferry.
Am I going? No, it's your go because my age go.
Just let it go.
Yeah, Dennis just moved 5.
Oh.
Not that one.
Do it.
2 dice.
Because I'm the Minotaur now. So 2 dice because I've got a horse.
Minotaur and a horse.
That'd be good.
Go on then.
Minotaur and a horse. Oh, 6. So I move 6 spaces.
Which way? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Do you
5,
think
6.
I'm strong enough to get into there?
No.
I'm not.
No.
How much strength has he got?
I wouldn't even bother going in there yet.
I must fight joking.
You need to build yourself up. Come on, hurry up. Let's go.
What? He's got 12 strength.
Who?
Yeah, and you've only got 5.
You've got no chance. You need to build up.
What have you got? 4 strength. You need another cube, don't you?
No, 1, 2. Yeah, I need another cube.
What's his strength? 5.
Yeah, 5 strength.
You only need a big one. Give me those. Right. Right, which way are you going?
Whew. Where shall I go?
It's the plains or it's the plains or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's you've got the plains or the fields.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's the plains or the fields.
Plains
which
or
one?
fields?
Which one are you going to? They're both the same.
Okay.
Which way?
I'm going to go into the...
Left and right.
No, why can't I go into there?
Because you can't. Because you've got to go up on the toll bridge. Which way are you going?
I'm going to the fields. And it says...
5.
Draw
5.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
5. Fields.
Draw an
One
adventure
adventure card. Please say it's good, please say it's good, please say it's good.
Alchemist.
Alchemist. Alchemist can turn any objects into your position into a gold counter. He changes an object into gold. Place it on a discard pile and take a gold counter. He cannot reverse the thingy. The thingy. Discard pile.
You can get a gold.
A gold, 1 gold coin.
You can.
You get a gold.
Coin.
1.
Look it up. Is that it?
Yeah. Games
2.
Workshop.
Can I get out of here now? 1,
Yeah.
2. Draw an adventure card.
Daddy, look at him. He's like the big muscle man.
Holy Grail.
Mm-hmm.
Only good players may take the Holy Grail. Neutral and evil players must leave it in the space where they encounter it.
You are good, aren't you?
I'm evil.
If the Grail is returned to the chapel, it may be discarded for either 2 craft or 2 strength.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Where's the Grail then?
You've got the grail in your hand.
Yeah,
The
but if
chapel
you return it, where's the chapel?
around here.
Okay.
That's what you want to do. Have you got how many objects you got? You can only carry 4.
Yeah, I've only got 1.
That includes your weapons.
I haven't got weapons.
There you have. You've got a
Where?
sword, a helmet.
Oh, it's full.
Nice.
Oh, these objects are.
Yeah.
I'll put them there.
So how many have you got?
Full.
I've got 1 object.
Anything that says object on the bottom is an object.
I
Right?
think the horse is better. The best. When in
The
game.
horse is the best. I'm not
Yeah, in
having,
the game.
I'm
You
not having
get
a
to
good time
roll
of it.
2 goals. You get to roll 2 dice and whichever one's the highest.
Mm.
It's quite good because you can get 2 chances.
So I need to get to the chapel. hall. Chapel.
I'm going back into here because I need to get these the armor.
4. Right, let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forest. Roll a die. Oh, God. 2. God, I can't read that. Roll a die. 1 attacked by a blah blah blah. 2.
Attacked by a bandit with a strength of 4. 2 to 3. Lost for 1 turn.
Right, okay. I'm lost. So I miss a go.
Daddy's
So
going
it's my
round in
day.
circles.
This is brutal.
I need 2 dice. So 6. I don't know.
Okay.
So it's 6 again. Can I? So I have to stop there. Is that right?
Yeah. No, well, if you want to go.
Unless you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and go to the fields, or go around.
I want to get into the armory so
Then
I
you
can
have to
get
stop
more.
there. You can counter that space. What does it say? Draw 1 city card.
City card. Oh, fuck. Strength for 4. Monster 2. Attack. Yeah.
Right, go on then.
Oh wait, fuck. This is the
Thug.
fuck.
Thug. Okay. Go on then.
Boop, boop, boop.
Go on.
Yeah, I guess that.
So,
Okay,
strength
roll.
for 5. So do I get to roll for extra strength?
No, roll a die.
Roll the die.
Roll a die and add strength.
5, 10
plus.
strength.
Okay, so I'll roll for the thug. 2 plus. Right, so he's defeated. So you get 4 experience.
No, I've already got 3. I need 1.
What?
I've already got
From
3 here
previous
from,
go.
yeah, from my
Do you inherit that, do you?
character.
No. Right. So what'd you get? Just 1.
Yeah, I just need 1
Okay.
because of my
Thug.
fuck.
Julie.
Fuck.
No.
Look at the minotaur. He actually looks mad.
4.
I need
Village.
1 more gold.
You may visit the healer or the mystic. The healer will heal lives at the price of 1 gold each. If you visit the mystic, roll 1 die.
So,
You can either go to the healer and buy lives,
yeah.
okay, or you can go to the mystic and roll a die.
And what will that
If
get
you
me?
get 1 to 3, you're ignored. If you get a 4, you may change your alignment. And if you get a 5, you gain 1 craft, or 6, gain 1 spell.
What's the first one?
The healer.
Okay, what?
You pay 1 gold for a life.
What do you want to do?
You can't have your lives increased beyond their starting value. So you can't have more than 4 lives.
Got 3 anyway.
What do you want to do? Pay a gold and get a
Yeah.
life? Okay.
I need to fall back. You can't go above 4 lives.
No.
What's that?
Well, I thought you said we could add our lives. I said it's the maximum 4, and you said no.
Should I keep feeling so tired?
4,
Yeah. Oh no, you're going.
5. No, I don't want to go there.
1
'Cause it's the
is
demon.
over the tavern. No, go there.
the plane
Oh no,
was.
you
10.
need.
What does it say? Draw an adventure card.
Is it bad? If it's bad,
The harpies.
they
Said,
should.
you are attacked by a screaming horde of harpies. You may attempt to beat them off by rolling under your strength on 2 dice. If you fail to make the roll, then you are placed in the lost city space on the mountain.
You're
board.
already lost, so you have to give. Daddy, you're not
Oh,
supposed
Mr.
to go
Town,
'cause you're already
yeah.
lost.
You're right. Silly me. Just chuck that under there. Alright, so I miss a go. Go on
No,
then.
put it at the bottom. Put it at the bottom.
I'll shuffle them.
Yeah, just shuffle them.
Go on. I forgot about that.
1. That's just what I wanted. High Temple. You may be blessed for 1 gold. Take a blessing card. You may only have 1 blessing card at any one time. So blessing card, blessing card, blessing card, blessing card, blessing card, blessing card.
What?
Blessing card.
Blessing.
Blessing.
What does it say?
See, this card allows you to re-roll any 1 dice roll. You must accept the results of the second roll. Discard after you have used it.
Okay.
So I get one gold.
Show me the.
You may be blessed for 1 gold. Take a blessing card. So I get 1 gold.
You got to pay a gold to take the blessing. Do you want it or not?
And then I get one again.
Do you want to buy this card for a gold or not?
No. Not really.
Okay. All right, Mummy's going.
Probably. No, you have to discard
No,
it.
you don't. Just leave it there. Go on.
Okay. I need 1 more. Oh, enchanted.
5.
Which way? Oh, part of the hills. Draw a card.
The hills have eyes.
Don't really fancy.
Orc. Strength of 3.
Okay.
Monster 2. Attack.
Right, okay. What were you thinking then? Add your
3.
strength and anything that you're using.
6.
Sword, isn't it? +1.
Yeah, gone 7.
Right. So what are you fighting?
An orc. Strength of 3.
8.
Should I roll for it all?
What you got?
I got 7.
Right. So you have to lose a life then.
Mama.
Okay, just leave the orc here then.
Yeah, where am I?
Right now.
I need to roll 1. I don't know.
3. Where am I going? 1, 2, 3. The ruins. Does that say draw 2?
Draw 2 adventure cards.
Adventure. If they're bad, you're gonna do. Are they bad?
So the fool's gold. All the gold you're carrying is fool's gold and completely worthless. What? That's 8 gold I've got to lose. What? That sounds.
What, you lose it all?
Yeah. It's a bit rough, isn't it? And
Robbed.
crystal ball. The crystal ball may be used any time, but it must be discarded. You may look through the adventure deck and place 1 card of your choice on top of the deck. All the other cards must stay in the same order.
Okay, do you want to do it? Do it.
Yeah, but it's not my go.
Oh, whose go is it? My go.
Yeah, I'm not going to give it to you.
Give it to
That's an
me.
object. Right. Okay. Go on then.
So is this 1 big space?
Can't go through the red lines.
Did
No,
you go
it's
through
just
that
one
red
big
line,
space.
did you?
No. Well,
Are you
1,
sure?
2, 3. Because I rolled 3 last time.
Good.
Yeah, you went for the red line.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Go on then.
Come
3.
3.
1, 2, 3. Enchanters, you may visit the enchantress. Enchantress.
Enchantress and ask for help.
For her help. Roll a dice. 1. Turns into a toad for 3 turns. 2. Lose 1 strength. 3. Lose 1 craft. Gain 1 craft. 5. Gain 1 strength. 6. Gain 1 spell. So do I have to do it?
I don't know. Does it say you may?
You
You may
Up
visit
to
the
you.
Enchantress. Do you want to try it?
I'm going to try it.
Go on then.
And then get
5.
Oh, 1. Turn into a toad
Oh.
for 3 turns. Ribbit.
Tell you.
Your toad. Ribbit for 3 turns.
So it says here, you're now a toad, slimy toad for the next 3 turns. Substitute a toad count of your playing piece. You revert back to normal at the end of your 3rd turn after you were transformed. Any objects, gold or followers must be ditched immediately, and any that you encounter must be left on the space where you found them.
Followers have to be the...
You have to put, you've got to put it on your space.
Horse on there.
Spells are retained for when you revert back, but you may not be cast while you're a toad. You must move 1 space per turn and count the space landed. You have a strength and a craft of 1. but you retain your character's lives. Right, so that's 3 turns. Toad. So that goes on that space. So does that.
You'll get it back
Yeah.
when you're not a toad, because a toad can't ride a horse.
Oh. Whoopsie. Knew that was going to happen.
A toad can't ride a horse.
A toad can't ride a horse.
So can a
no.
minotaur. A minotaur can't ride a horse. Well, sort of.
My go.
I don't know.
Wanna-
Need to roll 1.
Yes, I do.
Hey.
Yay, the chapel. I can hand my holy grail. Only good players may take the holy grail.
Right, what does it give you?
The grail is returned to the chapel. It may be discarded for either 2 craft or 2 strength.
What do you want?
It's 2 strength.
2 strength.
2 strength.
5 strength now. Leaving
Fiddly.
money.
It's got to be strength, doesn't it?
Yeah, so die, please. Die. Ready? Oh, there's a die there. 6.
It's me.
Oh yeah. Let's go. 1, 2.
No, you have to go. You have to go to there as well. Remember.
Yeah, no, I don't want to go there yet.
You need to get.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The planes. Draw an adventure card. Take 1 gold. Fat lot of good that did, didn't it?
Yeah, is it my go or is it Mummy's go?
All go. Oh,
Oh,
you,
do
you
I
miss
do
a go,
for
it's
the
my
toad?
go.
no,
You've
toad
got to
don't.
miss 3 turns.
No, you don't. You can move 1 space if you're the toad.
1 space.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you missed 3
Guild
turns.
Street.
No, that stays on the space. You can't take it with you.
Oh. So Guild Street. You may reserve the reverse direction in this space and go back the way you came. Draw 1 city card.
No,
So you've got to go back to where you come from then.
no, you can do if you want to, but you can only move 1 space, so you can't do it.
Card game. You may gamble if you have 1 or more gold counters. If you do, roll a dice. 1. 1. Lose all your gold and all your objects. 2. Lose all of your gold. 3 to 4. Lose 1 gold. 5. Gain 1 gold. 6. Double your gold.
What do you want to do?
I'm doing it. Please, I get
Don't
6,
cop.
please. Pardon?
Don't cop.
What, do I lose a life in this? Lose all
You may
of
gamble
your...
if you have 1 or more gold counters.
I'm
If
going for
you do,
6.
roll a dice. 1, lose all your gold and all your objects. 2, lose all your gold. 3 to 4, lose 1 gold. 5, gain 1 gold. Or 6, double your gold. So you need 5 or 6.
5 or 6, 5 or 6.
Oh,
5.
gain 1 gold.
Oh, yeah.
1.
That's exactly what I wanted as well. Because look, once I change back, I can get a arrow for 1 gold, a bow for 2 gold. And
Okay.
bow and arrow.
3.
Whee.
3.
This way. You don't want to go there, there's a
This
demon
way.
there. Planes.
Oh, I was so lucky that one. I was hoping to get a
Staff
6,
of
but...
Mastery. Mastery.
Mm.
The staff gives you the power to enslave 1 monster that you encounter. Discard the staff after you have used it. The monster will add its strength to yours for 1 battle. You may choose when and then it goes to the discard pile.
Is it an
Mummy.
object?
No, you can use it on him.
Is it an
Can't go
object?
in there.
No.
Object.
Yeah, so you can only have 4 objects, can't you?
The staff gives you the power to enslave 1 monster that you encounter. Discard the staff after you have used it. The monster will add its strength to yours. What's the strength?
Hmm?
Oh, like if I go on a monster,
Look.
If you fight a monster.
if I fight a monster, I'll get
Yeah.
his strength.
Discard the staff. The monster will add its strength to yours for 1 battle. Yeah. So it's up to you. You can keep it or discard it.
Yeah.
You've got to get rid of another object then.
Now I've got 4.
Have you? Okay. I think we'll wrap this up in a bit. It's just going to take. It's going to go on for us 9:10. It's going to
I
go
want
on.
to finish it.
I ain't going to finish it.
Yeah,
Unless you-
please.
Put it over.
No, you
Come back
can't
to it.
because it's all 3-dimensional, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can take that off.
No, there's too many cards and stuff. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The crags. I don't roll a die on the crags. You'll go.
I want to finish the game.
You're not going to finish it. Come on.
Oh,
You're not.
I'm a toad.
Move 1 space then.
Can I move them into there?
No.
The shield.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can do.
I'm going to buy.
How can a
How
toad
much?
fire a bow and arrow?
Can I? Oh.
Can I buy an arrow for 1 gold?
Hmm. Yep.
What do you do with the arrows then? Are they just throwing arrows?
I think
Or do
Daddy
you use
gets
them?
you the arrow, doesn't he, from the...
Or do you have to use
Oh, you mean
them?
come back to this tomorrow or something?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't mind that.
it's up to you.
Not a week. You don't want to leave it under there for a week though.
No, but either tomorrow or Sunday you've got things to do, haven't you? You've got to
Uh,
come back and play it
So
tomorrow.
I've got, and then I'll want. Do you use the arrows with the bow?
Hey.
Do you use the arrows with the bow?
Mm.
So I have to get the bow.
Okay.
Where should I get a bow and an arrow?
It's in the purchase deck. So what have you
Oh,
bought?
can I-
What have you bought?
bow and arrow. Bow and arrow.
Arrow or quiver of arrows?
What?
Let's say.
Oh, excuse me.
It just says arrows.
Quiver of arrows and a bow. Right. Right, I think that'll do for today.
Can we do one more
And we'll
round?
come back. No, that'll do. And we'll come back tomorrow.
It's my go. Tomorrow.
Yeah. Right. Farewell.
Part 1.